I love Lego and I love Lego Star Wars. And to my surprise, the best news ever, there's a new $1,000 Lego Death Star set that's been released or releasing very soon. And I'm very excited because, like, okay, I like the big Legos. Usually expensive Legos mean more exciting, more large, more everything. And I want more expensive Lego sets that aren't as much toys as they are like pieces for adults to build and display. I want to prime you, and I think I'm gonna. This is my little special interest part of stream where I'm gonna explain to you why I'm very mad. This thing is the most frustrating fucking Lego of all time. It's such a disappointment. Everyone's mad at it. There is some major Lego cope too. I think these people are paid off by Big Brick. They have to be, because this is the worst fucking Lego set ever. I don't know how this was approved. Okay, let me show you the $1,000 Lego Star Wars Death Star. You ready? Here it is. Where's the rest of it? Right? Is there gold in it? Okay, so I saw this and now it's like out, I guess, and there's all these reviews of it. And apparently, to be fair, their justification is and I watched some stuff, I'll show you it now. There's so much going on the inside, all these little doohickeys, and you pull this lever and this happens. There's so much happening in it that's where the value is going. Let's skim through this video real quick. We're not going to watch all 51 minutes of it. This guy, I think this guy is paid off by Big Brick. He's got to be, because he's all glaze at the end of the video. I'll show you that. But let's go through kind of an overview. People are bitching. There are so many stickers, which I have to say, as a Lego guy myself, who's built it all. Okay, I built most of the big boy sets. We got the Eiffel Tower. We got the Colosseum. We got the AT-AT. We got the Millennium Falcon. We got we got Rivendell. We got the Eye of Sauron. We got the Porsche. We got all the Nintendo ones. I've paid my dues. Barad-dùr. That's right. I paid my dues, bro. Okay, and I'm gonna say I have the Avengers fucking tower. I don't even like Marvel. I wanted to build it because I love my father. With that being said, the stickers are dumb, and I hate stickers, and they're the worst thing ever. And more stickers is cringe. I hate the stickers. And apparently this set has a fuckload of stickers. Let me share my special interest with you. Okay, please.
Oh my God, in $1,000 set? Are you kidding me? Not only that, but there's repetitive stickers, meaning it's the same design, which is...
Maybe this guy wasn't paid off by Big Lego.
Usually a sign of a piece that should be printed in my eyes. There's curved stickers, which are the worst to apply.
Horrible. They never go on right. It's always uneven.
And like, these are just things you don't want to see in $1,000 set. You know, some stickers somewhat acceptable here, but others are just head scratchers and do not make sense to me. This is one of the lowest points of the set, in my opinion. But on
that's not the lowest point, brother. Have you seen the set?
Opposite end of things, there's 81 bags in this Lego set.
That's a lot, by the way, gamers. That is a lot for my what do Lego people call themselves? Brickers? We can workshop that. Anyway, the point is, that's a lot of bags. That's gross.
81 individual bags. This is the most amount of bags I have ever seen in any Lego set. I've built the Titanic. I've built the Eiffel Tower.
I want to say right now, there is a real conversation to be had. If you've built the Eiffel Tower, I have respect for you. Because one, you're building a monument to the worst city on planet Earth, which I did do, okay? And two, it is, without a doubt, the only Lego I think I've ever built that was simply not fun. It is hours and hours and hours of repetitively building gray pipes. And you might be saying, Wubby, what'd you expect? No, the visual of it being the tallest Lego is what sold me, right? And I guess I didn't even think about it. I regret buying it. I would not recommend it. It is the worst Lego ever. Lego is fun to build. Gets a little, repetitive. But in the end, you get this cool thing. There was nothing redeeming about the Eiffel Tower.
Those are the highest piece count sets. And this takes the cake. It literally covers my entire table. That's kind of incredible. Out of all of those paper bags, though, there was one clear bag with the Death Star plaque and a few large pieces. But it's finally time.
Okay, I'll show you some of this. We don't have to watch it all. But here's where the value supposedly comes from. And this is where my big problem with it is. And I got a lot to say. Again, let me share my special interest with
the
you.
Ultimate Collector Series Death Star. This thing's just a mixed bag, right? There's things I like about it, and there's certainly things.
And I could solve this so simply. I have a very simple solution to this build. Very simple
about it. It is such a compromise of a set, and we're going to go through every single detail, every single section of this set, but we're going to go ahead and start off with, of course, the minifigures. First up,
okay, people are like obsessed with the minifigs. I don't care as much. They're cool. They don't have an afro. Nope. I love the minifigs, but like I know people get really. There's like this whole conversation online I see in the not Wubby, in the Lego community where they're like, only 6 minifigures for $2.99. That's such a bad. And I'm like, what? Whatever. Some people care a lot about the minifigs. I'm not as big.
Time to enter the Lego Death Star. See all the different rooms.
It is a slice.
All the different features. Take a look at this very, very controversial design and analyze it and see if it's any good. And spoiler alert, there is a lot to like about this set, specifically the interior. Like, that is the main.
Specifically the interior? Bro, that's all this is, though. You can't say there's something to be said about how good the interior is. Dog. That's the whole Lego. It's a slice. It's by definition all there is.
Showcase here, and it is really well done. Like, I've had a blast playing around with this set, and over the next 10-20 minutes, you'll quickly see what I'm talking about. There is a lot more features than you would expect in a set like this, especially a Death Star. I was not expecting this much playability.
That is such a fucking eyesore. My God.
But it comes at the cost of this.
So basically, here, I'm going to ruin this for you. If you like this at all, I'm going to ruin it right now by just this one simple way of describing it. All this is a glorified shelf for various scenes from the Death Star. And now it's ruined. Now it's ruined for you. That's all it is. It's $1,000 shelf to display 8 or 9, maybe 10 smaller Lego scenes. That's all this is. You could sell each one of these scenes as its own mini set, but they put it all in one and then they put it in a circle.
Way for those of you wondering,
it's a dollhouse diorama
on some type of shelf.
And I want to get into that too because I know there's going to be pushback. It's a children's toy. No, it's not. And I'm going to prove you wrong. Lego is something for people of all ages. And if you don't agree with me, okay, show me a child who has $1,000 or more to spend on a Lego. There are Legos for children. There are Legos for young adults. And then there are Legos for autistic adults with a lot of money. That's what this is. Look at the price. It's $1,000. It's very involved, right? This would not be the gift for a child. You would not do this. You would not spend $1,000. The child would not want this one. There's little fun things, right? It says 18 plus on the box. Does it even? I don't even know if it says that. But the point being, with that in mind, I don't want to give my main criticism away too early, but who is this Lego for then? It's too expensive for kids, but it doesn't give adults what they want. I'll show you what I mean.
Desk. And I got to say, as we look at the Death Star from a distance, obviously it's a disappointment given that it's not a sphere. But when you go in and actually pick it up, it's massive.
Yeah, it's a big display.
Like, absolutely huge. It's one of the biggest Lego Star Wars sets. In fact, it is the biggest. Spoiler alert. We'll compare it to some other old.
And yet, I would choose the AT-AT. I would choose the Millennium Falcon over this every
collector
time.
Series sets here in a few minutes. But yeah, when I pick it up, it just barely fits under my chin as I carry it. Everything here is brick built. There is very little Technic, except for maybe the elevator shaft and a few functions. So this Death Star has 6 different levels, and we're going to take this one bit at a time. Starting off with the hangar bay, which has this really well done brick-built star background. Cool, only to be contrasted by these terrible stickers here on the floor of the Death Star. These should have been printed pieces. And there's more stickers here on this little elevator shaft, which unfortunately doesn't have any function. You can drop a minifigure through, but that's about it. Off on the
Bro said this function is gravity.
left side of the hanger, we have a little control panel as well as a hookup module for R2-D2 to interact with, of course, the Death Star. There's also some other fun Easter eggs here. Then we have our first sliding door, which will be where you can enter the very first level of the elevator.
Okay,
and as
so
you can see, there is a crank.
I'm going to say this now so you can watch this with this in mind. What their selling point is on this is there are a million functions. Elevator, this scene moves, this thing swings, this thing can come out, this thing. And I want you to know, chat, that is my least favorite part of Lego. I like having little hidden secrets in it, but when that's the main attraction of a Lego set, I'm like, I'm not a child. I'm not going to play with my Lego. For me, Lego is this, the fun of building it, the fun of displaying it. That's what's fun for me. Why? This is like this weird hybrid that's for no one of no ages. It's too complicated and expensive to play with, and yet it's a big toy. Who is it for? Gee, it's not for you. Bro, who is it for, you Fruit Loop? Dog, I'm the guy. I am the guy who buys these expensive Legos. Who is this for? You can't keep saying kids. Are you going to spend $1,000 on a Lego that's 18 plus for a child? Rich kids? Bro, I promise you, these types of Legos at this price, especially showing off Legos from movies in fucking 1979, this is not for children. This is a blunder. Why are you bootlicking? This is a blunder of a Lego. It's going to sell poorly. I bet you
drives it right down. You can put up to 2 minifigures in here and pull them up and down throughout the 6 different levels of the Death Star, which I have to say is a lot of fun. This was something that was
I'm having so much fun.
A huge highlight of the 2008 and 2016 versions of the Death Star. It's a very easy function that you
Also, I want to point out too, the Millennium Falcon, the AT-AT, these giant figures, they have functions as well, and I love them. But the functions aren't at the cost of a display piece. You know what I mean? The function is not at the cost of this weird pizza slice. The AT-AT has functions, and it's so cool, but it still looks like a goddamn AT-AT. The AT-AT is also at minifigure scale. Yeah, which is really sick, but you can't do that with the Death Star. The Death Star would be too big. All right, let's skim around. I'm going to show you. He does bring out the AT-AT.
and interrogate Princess Leia. It's the tractor beam here, so he's sneaking around this little larger section of the Death Star, and there's a little area for him to hold on and kind of hide away from the stormtroopers, and this whole section is on a little technical meditation chamber here. It's very simple. You just open it up like so, and you can twist them around in the chair. You can
like a Barad-dùr, the tower from Lord of the Rings, is so, spoiler alert, that's all they had to do for this. Barad-dùr, let me show you what that looks like real quick. It perfectly marries function and a cool slice with the other side being a perfect facade. Let me show you what I mean. This is spoiler alert, this is exactly all they had to do to make this work. You ready? This is probably my favorite Lego of all time. I would strongly recommend it. Can we get a full, okay, look. So this is the front of it.
Kind of glowing from the lava.
Beautiful full tower. It is so, there's a light on top. It is so
really
awesome.
Changes the overall look and feel.
Spin it around, asshole.
So next,
Spin it
obviously,
around.
you can see how giant it is next to me. This thing is huge. It's just under 36 inches or 3 feet. I believe it's like 30.
It also comes out in 3 pieces, which is
inches,
cool.
So very, very tall set. You will need some dedicated space. Now, first off, it's worth noting that it does divide up into multiple sections.
4
4
sections.
to be exact here, including the very top of the tower.
And so the back side of it is complete. You can see through it, and there's all these cool little Easter eggs. Look, like example.
What happens in Mordor stays in Mordor.
All
now,
these cool little things on the back side. So you get both the value of the front and the back. Can you show off your Lego room? It's currently my Lego house.
Tiled off. Following that, on the other side of the room.
And I love all these cool little secrets and everything. And yet now that it's completed, I played with it a little bit. Now when it's a display, you just show the front off and it's badass. The back is kind of an eyesore. The back is a functional eyesore.
We have some reddish brown. We have dark brown. That all looks great. Some rail. It's very ingenious. Though I will say if you tip Barad-dùr backwards, they can fall out from their own weight. But But the set itself on a level surface is more than sturdy, so you don't have to worry about it. You just want to be careful not to tip it backwards is all. Now, as we carry up
this front, I gotta show you this top bit. This top bit is sick.
Hidden Easter egg. First off, we have a throne for Sauron himself to sit on, and if you take him off, you can pull this lever, and that opens a secret room.
Boom!
Now, all this
see what I mean? You can have cool sliding mechanic secrets and still have an awesome set.
Hidden function is extremely cool. You do need to be a little.
This set is exactly what I'm talking about.
Careful and use both hands to hold that section in place, because if you pull it too quickly, the whole section will come out. Inside, you'll find a Palantir, which is utilizing a mini.
Dangerous. Don't fuck with those. You don't know who's on the other side. Anyway, you get the point, right? And so now let's go back to this abortion. Absolute.
Pull off the helmet.
Just fucking. What? You see how much of a mess this is now? And here's what I was going to say. Here's how you fix it. Ready? It's so simple. Ready? Here's how you fix it. This side open. This side, just make a ball. Right here. Follow my mouse. Just make this a ball. I'll pay $200-300 more bucks too. Just make this a ball. Just make this half a ball. That way, like a dome. Yeah. So now take out half of the features. I don't care. Make this side a full display ball. Half of a sphere. Done. This set is I'm not even exaggerating when I say, if that was the case, I would be buying this tomorrow and starting it this week. I would. I'm not going to buy it. I don't want it now. It's ass. Request
giant
denied.
Disc instead.
And let's give his final thoughts. Let's hear his final thoughts. Go on, buddy. Tell us what you think.
The Ultimate Collector Series Death Star. So where do I even begin here? There's just so much to say about this set. Obviously, it's extremely controversial, mainly due to its design. There's just no way around this. It's a weird design. It's a giant open-faced dollhouse of a wheel. It's not even a spear. I've seen all the jokes online, but it's not that bad.
Who paid you? Who paid you to lie?
That's how I feel about the Death Stars. It really isn't that bad. In fact, it is growing on me. I am starting to like this set.
I mean, yeah, if it's fully built in your room, you kind of get sucked in by the bells and whistles. But the reality is, it's not as good as it could be, and Lego has no excuse. It's fucking Lego, right? Don't cope, demand better. You know, this isn't mom and pop's, brick store, right? This is Lego. Criticize them. They'll do better in the future then. Don't buy it.
My opinion is very skewed by what I do here on YouTube. So
what do you do on YouTube? Get paid by Big Brick?
I asked my friends, would you go out and buy this for $1,000? I showed them all the set, got their opinions, and a lot of them actually said that this was the right direction, that this...
Okay, what do we do? I'm sorry, what? He even just acknowledged the majority of the internet, like the Lego community, is like, yo, this is not it. And he goes, well, I actually asked my friends, and they said, yeah. What do you say? Really, though? Did they?
Felt more interesting to them because of all the playability that you can...
Let's put up a poll. Chat, am I right or is he right? Remember, my criticism is this could be so simply improved by doing the Barad-dùr thing. One side a facade, one side a slice. Not just a slice. How is what I'm saying not better? It's like objectively better, right? Like, I bet if I even told him this, he'd be like, oh, that's probably better. And the thing that's crazy too is the Lord of the Rings set came out years ago. It done been a thing. They know how to do this properly.
Have with this set way more than you can have with an Ultimate Collector Series Millennium.
Did you say you could have way more fun with this set? Dog, I'm not 12. I have adult money. I build Lego for the process and the display piece. That's why I build Lego.
That this was the right direction, that this felt more interesting to them because of all the playability that you can have with
Playability? Did you ask your 8-year-old friends?
Set way more than you can have with an Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, even more than the AT-AT Walker, which had a completed interior on the inside.
What he just said is important. The AT-AT, which you can see in the background, here, let me hide chat. One of the coolest Lego sets. You know what I love about this? Complete interior and complete exterior. It is so cool. Oh, it's so cool.
Inside, which was kick-ass. I still love the AT-AT Walker.
Oh, do you?
It looks incredible. And the Death Star does not look like a spear. It's just a big wheel. It's a big...
Did he just say a spear?
Incredible. And the Death Star does not look like a spear. It's just a big wheel. It's a big circle, whatever you want to call this. And I think that is the biggest issue with me, is the design. It's not even the minifigures, not even the sticker usage, as crazy as both of those are. I just wish this was more in line with the Batman Shadow Box, which clearly this set took inspiration from. That set had a full opening.
You know what you could also do to solve this? Make it smaller and cheaper then. Don't put this as like the flagship adult big boy Star Wars Lego $1,000. Make it smaller, make it cheaper. You know, Lego knows what they're doing. They're very smart. They know that to build a Star Destroyer, you're not going to be a child. You're going to be an adult with adult money, lots of free time. It's not for children, right? The big multi-thousand huge Star Wars sets are not for kids. They're just not. Make it a $300 set. Exactly.
Door, but it was still exposed, so you could see the
So this guy said, I don't know, this shit looks gay.
interior. And I think that's what's missing with the Death Star. I think some type of spherical structure, not even...
He said it again. It's not a fucking pickle, dude. It's a sphere. Why are you doing this? He just said it again.
I think that's what's missing with the Death Star. I think some type of spherical structure, not even completed with panels, but just some type of outline of a...
We agree. Motherfucker, we agree. We agree then, though. We agree. Maybe not in the front. It doesn't need to be... It can be in the back. I don't care.
circle or half a sphere on the front.
He doesn't know how to say the word. That's 3. Spherical.
Completed with panels, but just some type of outline of a circle or half a sphere on the front with some type of hinge to open up. I think that's what this set is really missing. It's just that spherical shape, at least on half of,
I've been losing my fucking mind, bro.
of the build. Without it, it doesn't quite feel like a Death Star.
Okay, he's being real, though. I appreciate he's saying, but like his conclusion after that opinion better not be, this is a W. It's $1,000, bro. I'd say for almost everyone. That is I'm saving up for this big, it's my birthday. I've saved up. I'm going to get myself this. I'm going to use so then you shouldn't buy it, right?
On the exterior point of view, but when you do start diving into everything in here, it is incredible. Like, it really is. Like, props to the designer. He did go above and beyond and truly poured his heart into every single detail. It shows throughout the build. It's incredible just how many scenes from A New Hope and Return of the Jedi that are jam-packed into this Death Star and actually flow together and work, and it doesn't feel weird. It naturally has a flow to it.
It feels weird. I don't know.
It just feels nice. Like, the interior is incredibly well done. That is the biggest compliment I can give the
Why does he keep saying that? The interior is incredibly well done. I want to shake you. It's only an interior. You're I want to scream. It has to be well done. It's the entire Lego. What are you doing?
Series Death Star is well done on the interior.
That's all there is.
Incredible. Exterior.
It's like if you ordered a box of shit and it came and it reeked and it was just a big pile of shit. And he goes, well, in terms of shit, it delivered. It's exactly what feces is. Like, what are you talking about?
Completely different story. Way too many compromises made here. It should have been a half spear or something like that, where it feels more like a ball. Did you see Mando's review this set?
I didn't. I just used this to look at it more. Anyway, I want to show you the AT-AT now real quick. Let me have this. The AT-AT fucking rips. And if you pronounce it AT-AT, don't look at me. Don't speak to me. This guy's the first guy who pops up every time. This thing is so goated, bro. Look at, dude. It's like I swear to God, when I was finished building it, I'm like, it looks like a small dog. This is one of the coolest sets of all time. Oh,
here it is.
Did you know its legs move? You make a tool. You make out of Lego a tool that you can screw his little legs and they move. It's also, these fucking doors come up. There's speeders in there.
Guys.
There's little dudes in the head, bro.
The brand new Lego Star Wars.
He's gonna be like, well, the interior.
AT-AT Walker.
Show the inside,
so if you
asshole.
Can't already tell.
Look.
An extremely cool feature that I never thought I would see on an AT-AT. A fun feature is movable Class 2 heavy cannons that rotate back and forth.
Fucking
and
two,
you can indeed
bro.
include the entire crew that you see in Empire Strikes Back inside the AT-AT
Yup.
cockpit.
Yep. Show me the inside. Look at this. Look at this
works.
interior.
It's enough.
Interior. Look at
they
they got seats and shit.
It's a good system, and it really just makes access to the interior that much more easy. On either side of the head, you have 2 movable blaster cannons. Next is the fact that you can't
instantly skipping to the interior. Yeah, because you ready? This is all you need to understand the outside. Weird, right? It's like it's all there because it's the outside. I gotta slap you. Bro thought he cooked with that comment in chat. What?
Now, in terms of scaling, here is the playset Snowspeeder, and it actually works perfectly in terms of scale to the AT-AT Walker, so you can actually take that tow cable.
It's so cool, dude.
Attach it around.
It looks unstable. It's actually not. If you set up the legs properly, and the legs have these thick, like rubber, I think they would be like Lego tires on the bottom, it's stable. I mean, I wouldn't put it on carpet with a child, but put it on a shelf where you would if you spend this much money on it. It's super stable.
Recreate the scene, which I think was really cool.
Look at that shit!
Here is the 2020 playset AT-AT.
See this? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, case in point about these aren't for children. Here is the one you get little Timmy for his birthday, little 9-year-old Timmy. You get him this one. There you go.
A custom AT-AT I built, and now an Imperial Star Destroyer.
Fuck this Lego. I hate that Lego.
$700 set. As you can see, this walker is very big. Here's the UCS gunship.
How much is it? How much is the AT-AT? Because this might actually infuriate me if it's AT-AT Lego set price. Hold on. Retired product. Oh my God, it's retarded. How much was it? How much was it? How much was it? Because now it's all secondary market, which we do not count. That doesn't count. How much was it at the time? 850. 800. This is cheaper than the Death Star. Get a grip. No, I feel so validated. This is cheaper? Get a grip, bro. Are you serious?
$150. Next is the Caterpillar Bulldozer, which is a $450 set.
It's the tariffs, bro.
The Lego Titanic next to the walker. As you can see, they scale pretty well next to each other. They're both really big sets in their own unique way. After that is the Disney Castle. I found this to be
Dog, you bought that?
One of the tallest.
Did it come with a dress? Jesus.
Set I own. And as you can see, the walker is just a little under that. Next is the $160 Imperial Light Cruiser.
Fuck.
After that is R2-D2 that we got earlier in 2021.
Anyway, thanks for. Oh, I fucking love this set. I hated building it, but this is such a cool display. Look at this. Also, just so you know, once again, interior is completely done. Chewbacca's fucking sitting in there fingering himself. Everything you could picture is in there. It's sick. The Millennium Falcon is sick, dude. It's sick.
Then we have what you all been waiting for, the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon.
It ain't cheap either, but it's sick.
$800 set that
beautiful display piece too.
Side by side with each other. What does that look like in comparison? It's kind of not fair because I have a custom built Lego stand with the Falcon.
He does, yeah. That stand, it don't normally sit at that angle.
So it doesn't actually.
What does he have, like a spear under there or something?
Come like the way it's set up here. So it's not quite fair. The Falcon should be technically just lying flat on the bottom. With
I got here late. Can you show the old Death Star? Sure. So the old Death Star, old Lego Death Star. I think I want to get this one instead. Where is it? No, not the one that's like ugly. Isn't there like a really old one? What's it called? Somebody knows. What's Lego? What's the reference number on the old Lego one? Oh, this one. This is like my dude. This is the one I love this one. But I do think this one could be improved as well. Look at this shit. I wish this was bigger though. This is an example, in my opinion, of taking it too far in the other direction, which I believe I will concede. I don't think this necessarily is a good build either. The other one is too much of a toy slice display. This one is way too much of a adult thing. I think you need to find the middle ground between these two. It feels like an overcorrection what they did. Here was the original one.
Things here you build twice. You want the newer you
ready?
Still pretty. Run out to the garage to get the Death Star real quick. So
I do want this one, but I'm not gonna say this is better. I fucking love it though. Oh, it's so cool!
Picking up and moving this thing is not easy. You saw me carry it in here, and you have to hold.
So again, I'm gonna concede. Yes, this one came out in 2005, and it's too much like, it's an accurate Death Star. There's no function, there's no cool little things necessarily, right? I have a personal preference to this, but I think that the new one feels like an overcorrection, right? No, that we went too far with that. Let's make it fully playable. I want this one to have sex with the new one and meet in the middle, right? Meet in the middle. It looks like a big ball of shit. You know, I hate to break it to you, brother. I hate to break it to you. The Death Star is a poorly designed spaceship as far as aesthetics go, because it is a big ball of shit. I know we're doing space balls or whatever, but it literally is just a flying ball. You want to see a cool ball? Twilight Imperium. They got cool. They made balls cool.